Hello, this is Dennis Sucilsky, the blacksmith from Tucker Jones' house. We're going to be adding to our video solutions of our Tavern puzzle collection. And today Donna and I are going to do a demonstration of the Freedom's Ring, one of our most difficult puzzles. It is a chain puzzle, and therefore it's important to watch just what we do and make sure that you follow each step without making any sort of variations. It's the crossing of the chains that make the knots, and the knots are really what make the chain puzzles difficult. So we're not going to make some knots, we're going to do some jiggling and some shaking, and we're going to get this puzzle apart. So if Donnie would like to start with reading the solution, I will demonstrate those moves as they're read.
Okay, we're ready to go. This is the puzzle that we have gotten the most requests for a video solution. So here we're going. First, the little cart is going to roll closer and closer and closer so we can get a good shot of what Dennis is doing with this puzzle. Any of you who have tried this puzzle know that it's very complicated to do, and we're going to do our best to show you how it should be done. Okay, I think we're in good position now, Dennis. What I'm going to do is have you start with steps 1 and 2, which is going to be the very simple thing of releasing the little plastic clip on top, whose only function is to hold the puzzle together for display. And if you'd hold that just a little bit lower, Dennis, we could see it a little better. That's great. Okay, and what's going to happen now is this chain is going to be allowed to hang freely, and that's the first step to the puzzle, is to get that chain in a completely straight line. Next thing that we have to do in step 3 is fold the bell in half. And if you just point out what the bell is, Dennis.
So this would be the bell of the puzzle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half as such, keeping this oval on the outside.
Okay, now step 4 has happened already,
Right.
or you're preventing it from happening. That's to turn the oval so that it's vertical, but that kind of happens when you fold the puzzle anyway. Now we're up to step 5, where we're turning the puzzle upside down. And I'm going to get a little tighter shot on this now. And I think we're probably doing pretty well here. Now you're going to release the oval, but you're not going to release the chain. That's very important, right?
Yes, I got the chain. I'm holding it in place.
Okay,
And
this
I've released the oval so it's hanging free. And that's what that means.
Okay, so this
We're holding the chain and the puzzle all together, like so.
Okay, so basically the beginning of the puzzle is just positioning it so you can get to the real solving part of the
And
puzzle.
this would be your perfect position right at this point.
Okay. Step 7 is also basically positioning, which Dennis has already showed you. We're going to go to step 8, which says to, and if you'll wait till I read the through, Dennis, before doing it,
Okay.
pick up the triangle and at the same time grasp the large ring and then move the ring through the bottom of the large oval toward the eyes. Okay, we've got
How's that? You got a good shot of that?
I do.
Good. And that's the important thing. So you see it's just a nice smooth move up through that oval, but I'm holding the triangle, I'm holding the ring, and I'm going through the oval.
Okay, let's get a closer shot of that. That's great. All right. I'm going to leave that shot pretty close, so if you can keep your hands pretty much where they are, that will help. Now, step 9, let me read it through again. Continue moving the top of the ring over the eyes, and once the ring drops over the eyes, move the bottom of the ring back down through the large oval.
Now, I know in the beginning I said we don't want to make any knots in the chain or cross it over. But this is part of the solution, and this is where the chain has to cross over itself as such. There, did you get a shot of that?
I sure did.
Okay.
And what you'll notice is Dennis is still holding on to the triangle.
Don't let go.
He's not letting go of the triangle through all these steps because then it changes the tension in the chain, which will make the puzzle very hard, or harder than it already is. Step 10 says to adjust the chain so that the ring can continue traveling all the way to the narrow ends and then around the narrow ends.
So here are the narrow ends. I'm going to make sure I have enough slack in my chain so that this ring can just come right around the bottom. Enough slack come right around the bottom of those narrow ends as such.
Okay, and again, do not let go of the
Ooh,
triangle.
I've still got it.
Okay. Step 11, reposition the large oval so that it completely passes the chain and small ring C.
So it's got to be all the way up there. You can't have it jammed underneath. It has to be sitting up on top as such.
Okay, got that. Step 12, continue moving the ring in the same direction around the small eyes and over the large oval.
And there we go.
That looks like that's...
And here it comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Reposition large oval back onto chain as necessary so that the ring can now pass through it. Let me get a little closer shot of that.
Because here's what everyone's been waiting for.
Okay, move
you
ring back toward eyes and remove.
And there it is.
Very good.
Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to, as in the past, reassemble in just one nice fluid motion, explaining as I go. So I'm going to put a little loop of chain into the oval, going to drop that ring down into that loop. I'm coming underneath this narrow ends. I'm going over the eyes. I'm coming back through the oval. With any luck, we are back to where we started. So when we turn it over, sorry it came out of the shot there.
That's all right.
We're going to put the oval back. We're going to open up the bell. We're going to take the small ring back up through, put our bread clip back on, and we're right where we started.
Very good.
And that is the Freedom's Ring, one of my very hardest puzzles. You'll notice that I tried to keep a lot of freedom in the chain as well as in the ring, no pun intended, and it's a matter of not making knots. As long as you've not made a knot and you follow the steps as I've demonstrated, you'll have as much success as I've just had. Remember, don't force, jiggle.
Okay, and we will be moving on to another puzzle solution after this one. Send us a message. Tell us what you would like to see next. Until next time.